My people, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Today, I am calling out on all the so-called Nadeco members, all the so-called people that fought for democracy, as they claim in June 12, 1993. I am calling them out. I say the one you made your prince, the prince of Nadeco, Tinubu, the figurehead of Nadeco, the brainchild of Nadeco. Today, you claim to be freedom fighters when it comes to democracy, upholding the tenets of democracy. But your so-called prince have destroyed democracy in that zoo called Nigeria. Hence, I say, all the members of Nadeco must bury their head in shame. You guys were all criminals. Most of you were the ones that blackmailed Chief MK Abiola. Because it is clear, if Tinubu was a true Democrat, as he claimed, there is no way he'll be the one to bring the military again. He brought the military to the old River State because it's a Biafra land. Members of Nadeco, if you don't call this criminal out, this drug man out, you all should bury your head in shame. I have no respect for you all. All the members of Nadeco, bury your head in shame. Watch this, my people. Watch this.
Happy birthday. Have I not tried? Happy birthday. But to ask yourself, what have I achieved in these years? Something that Nigerians will celebrate, something that Nigeria will go to bank with, something Nigeria can say, yes, this man is a man. He came into Nigeria, he passed through Nigeria, and we can see his footprints. Please, it is very vital. It's not as if for you to clock 100 years or 200 years. No. What have you done in these years except your selfish interest? Tell me. Except your selfish interest that you become governor, you become a senator. How did it impact on Nigerians? Tell me how. Is it not important we ask these questions? No, these things you have celebrated. Yes, you are close to social years. What have you contributed to the growth of Nigeria? Esther, you people are telling us he fought for democracy. Maybe the truth has come out now. A man who fought for democracy will not be doing what he did in River State. Please, can you celebrate that too? Can you? You can see it now. These are some of the deceit Nigerians are not aware. Can somebody come out today and say that Tinubu is a Democrat? Can you say that? The truth, have you not come out? On what ground are you going to celebrate Tinubu now? With what he's doing in River State? And he has not stopped too.
The case of Rivers is what is impaling me, because the sole administrator suspended all political appointments, and I'm wondering, is that his responsibility? Is that what he's so? Okay, when you suspend all political appointments, who monitors how you use the money that was recently released to you?
Esther, don't blame the man. Blame the person that appointed him in the first place, who have no authority under the constitution. He swore to protect this constitution. I hope you are aware.
Yes.
They have turned the old River State to Lagos State again. Tinubu has turned the old River State to Lagos State. All the fundings from the oil, because their eyes there for that oil. Their eyes, their mind, their brain, their mouth is in that oil coming from Biafra land. And what he has done now, he has removed a so-called democratic elected governor in the name of Sim for Fubara. Not only that, all the political appointees in that old state called River State, what we, the BIAFRANS, call Igwacha, all the appointees have been suspended. Can you see the pattern? Tinubu suspended the governor. Now the sole administrator that he put has now suspended all political appointees. It means the revenue, the money from the old River State will be going to the coffers of Tinubu without no check. That's what he loves. Go and check this thing in Lagos State, Alpha, or whatever they call it. Alpha, Beta. Go and check till this day. They are still getting their money unchecked. Those in Lagos, they are busy attacking the Igbos. But the people that are stealing your money, your resource, is this same man. The one you claim he was the prince of Nadeco. A freedom fighter. Those that upheld democracy. June 12th, they say. But they are all liars. Because the one who came out to pronounce the results, the one they call Humphrey Onwosu, you saw what happened to him yesterday. Where in their so-called House of Senate, the so-called hallowed chambers of the Senate, as they say, he was insulted, rebuked, and the rest. A man who did the opposite of Yakubu. Yakubu that made Tinubu the president of 2023 in that zoo called Nigeria. That shithole called Nigeria. Humphrey Onwosu, at the time of the military rule, they even went to their TV station, NTA, to confiscate everything from him. He still went in exile and declared the winner of that election. But no. To the Afonjas, it is we the Biafrans they hate more than the criminals that are coming to steal their land. When I tell you guys to wash your hands off Nigeria, to the Biafrans who are still there, who still believe there is hope in Nigeria, forget your politicians, they are criminals. They don't know what they are doing. They are boy to that system. Forget your Igbo politicians. Forget your Biafran politicians in that zoo called Nigeria. And focus on Biafra. Look at the real winner of June 12th was the umpire, because in his officiation there was a free and fair election. He was the man of the match, if you want to call it that way. In football, when a referee does a very good, of officiating, at the end they give him, oh man, this referee, he's the best, oh. And when they do bad, they call him out. But in that zoo today, the one they call Yakubu, Yakubu is still there. He still has his job. Those that say they believe in Sharia law, they've not come out to punish him according to their Sharia law. But when a Christian comes and say, I thank Jesus for passing my exam, they will burn her to death. When a Christian girl or boy is dressing in a way that suits them, they will say, oh, what you have done is against the tenets of the Sharia law. But a man who came and deceived a whole nation or a whole country with a 419 result released around 3 a.m., 4 a.m. in the night. Those in the north that practice Sharia, they see nothing wrong of him. They love it because he's above the law. To the Biafrans, is that the kind of country you want? Don't be deceived by Peter Obi. Peter Obi is just wasting his time. He is a useful toy. They are using him like a toy. I'll be careful. I will not insult him. I'll say he's like a toy. They are using him. Because if they really love him, if Atiku really love Peter Obi, Atiku of the PDP would have come out and said, hey, to call a spade. In the last election, no, Peter Obi had more votes than me. So if they are saying I'm number second, if they say I came second in the election, based on the information we have, Peter Obi had more votes than me. So I will say Peter is first. Also, the one they call El Rufai, who is now at loggerhead with Tinubu. If what he's saying is genuine, he was an eye in the campaign of Tinubu. He saw what he did in that election. Why can't he come out now and say, okay, Walai talai, as they say. Walai talai. I am here to say the truth now. Peter Obi had more votes than Tinubu in the last election. Or Peter Obi had more votes than APC in the last election. All we did was wrong. I come out and I pray to Allah to forgive me. Let Allah forgive me. No, he's not doing that. There are no confessions from him. So Peter Obi is a tool being used. To the Biafrans who believe in Peter Obi, na beg and beg una, make una wash una hand from Nigeria. Wash una hands and legs from Nigeria. Return to Biafra. We now have a nation. Now beg and beg una, make una return to Biafra. Don't be misled. Now they're talking about 2027. You and I know if Tinubu can do what he did in the old River State in 2025, when it comes to 2027, he will do the same thing and nobody will speak about it. When it comes to the voting, people might not vote for him, but he will still collect your vote. People will not vote for him, I know that, in your shithole, but he will still get your votes. They now have the law in their hand. The executive now, they are above the law. Judiciary, their man is there. Legislature, their boyfriend is there. So what else do you expect? BIAFRANS, make una no waste na time. I dey beg una. Those wasting their time believing in Nigeria because of Peter Obi, they placed him there for a reason. Britain placed Peter Obi there for a reason. Don't forget, Peter Obi was based in London. Britain is very, very smart. They are clever. They know that if they put a Biafran man who is upright in the mix, you guys will now believe in him. Say, okay, somehow there will be a change. There will not be a change. Even if all the Fulani that you guys are begging now, that Peter Obi is begging, if all of them vote for Peter Obi, the Yorubas, the Afonjas would not vote for Peter Obi. There will be tribalism. You will hear again, Iyashukudi, no come out to. Iyachichi, Emeka, no come out to. No, you will hear it again. Why? Because the Afonjas have silenced the real Yorubas. The Afonjas in Yoruba land, they have now succeeded in silencing the real Yorubas. And to call a spade, the real Yorubas cannot go to war with the Afonjas because of the Biafrans. It makes no sense. So now there is a Sharia law in Yoruba land, brought in, welcomed by the Afonjas. But the real Yorubas, they want to be intellectual. They want to, handle it by the law. They want to go to court. In Oyo State, the governor now, Seyi Makinde, has gone to court to challenge Sharia law, something that Obasanjo could not win. In 1999, Obasanjo could not win it. When the Zamfara governor told Obasanjo, they wanted Sharia in the north. Obasanjo could not win it. He said, I will give them Sharia law. Sharia law will die a natural death. Live on NTA News, he was interviewed and he said, I will give them Sharia law, but Sharia law will die a natural death. According to Obasanjo, today, Sharia law is waxing stronger and stronger, robust, spreading its tentacles, and now it is finding its way to Yoruba land. Sharia law don't enter Yoruba land. You see, to the Yorubas, I keep telling you guys, you pride yourself. You say you are the most educated in that so-called Nigeria. But all the time, you allow the worst amongst you to disgrace you guys in public. A man you call the Prince of Nadeco. He was the figurehead of Nadeco, the darling of Nadeco. Today, he's the same one destroying your so-called democracy in that so-called Nigeria. River State is now being run by military. But those called the Nadeco members, their fight was to end military rule in that zoo called Nigeria. Hey, Abiola, may your soul rest in peace. Chief MKO Olawale Kashimawo Abiola. Moshood Kashimawo Olawale Abiola. May your soul rest in peace. Your people, they destroyed you. Unfortunately, you trusted them. Your kids and kins. But you never knew there were some spies there. You were doing your business very well. You were doing well in your business. You were a darling around the whole world. Britain respected you. But somehow, those members of Nadeco who were spies, who were eyes of Abacha and IBB, they told you, they tricked you, they cajoled you to come back to Nigeria and fight for your what? For your mandate. Not knowing they were just planning for themselves. They used you. You were used, dumped. And when they said the ultimate prize was to buy you, those members of Nadeco, all they asked was, what is it in for me? If that's the plan, no problem. But what have you got for me? And they signed a secret pact, a deal with the North. Today, the so-called prince of Nadeco is now the president of that so-called Nigeria. While the real man, the real one, the real Mr. Democracy, Chief MK Abiola, is still in his graveyard site, rolling in his grave. You all, I promise you, you promised me. You said you were there for me for democracy. I came back from England. I came to fight for democracy. I never knew you were working with Nigerian government and military. Today, you are now the president and you are the one destroying democracy in Rivers State. I never saw this coming. You betrayed me. You betrayed my legacy. He'll be crying in his grave. He'll be toiling, rolling in his grave. That those that forced him. That's the biggest traitor. The biggest blackmail of all. A billionaire enjoying his life in Europe. He even helped Bill Clinton in his campaign to be president. Abiola. He told Clinton, I will support you with all the posters in America. Your posters, your campaign posters, leave that with me. In a couple of states, Abiola sponsored the campaign posters of Bill Clinton. He was doing well, loved by everyone. But his own people, those that call themselves Nadeco, the spies within Nadeco, the eye of Abacha in Nadeco, betrayed him. God. So please, to the BIAFRANS, if they can do that to their own brother, Peter Obi, if these guys you are hanging with, if they can do it to their own brother, Abiola, then who are you? Who are you? If they can go into a partnership with the North to buy their own brother, Abiola, a man I love so much that I sang a song for. At a very young age, I sang the song. My uncle loved it so much. He took me to the studio and I wrote that song down. And you think those who could plan with the North to buy their own brother in detention, they gave him tea. In the tea, it was laced with venom, poison. And he was killed in a horrific way. He was choked. The venom blocked the throat. He was gasping for air, foaming from the mouth. Peter Obi, if you think those same people, they have this thing for you, a passion for you or love for you, you are wasting your time. Wash your hands off. Don't distract my people again. Do not distract the Biafrans, because we know the devil when we see them. We know Nigerians are criminals. The politicians, they're devils, they're criminals. Peter Obi, do not distract my people again. We've warned you. We've warned you. Let's continue and wrap it up. Listen.
To protect it. Esther, Tinubu swore to protect our constitution.
Okay.
Is he doing that? Look at how he has violated this constitution. In fact, Tinubu is not operating with our constitution. From all indications now, I was thinking he would have gotten angry with what this man did in Liberty and tell him to get out of that place.
But if the Minister of Justice is saying that what the president did is constitutional and that there was nothing wrong about it, and some of the House of Representatives passed a vote on it, then what is going on?
Are you serious? So if he appointed those who will be cheerleaders to him, what do you expect them to do?
Okay.
The Attorney General is the one that I cannot understand.
That's what I'm saying.
I hope that Attorney General will remember and realize what happened to Andoka. That was when we didn't have Nigerian Bar Association. I don't know what these ones are doing now. Nigerian Bar Association, I don't know what people are doing.
I asked that question to Barrister Ezeluche yesterday. He said a lot of them need some appointments and stuff like that.
To the detriment of Nigeria,
it's because they've been so mute. I've been expecting them to say something about it.
Can you imagine?
They've been so quiet.
They have not even asked the Attorney General, where were you when this infamy is happening under your watch?
Listen.
And the only thing you could do was to come and support it. Now look at what the man is doing there now. Esther, look at what this thing that this sole administrator is doing. Is that what he was told to do?
Exactly none. He wasn't asked to do that.
So you can say now.
He wasn't asked to do that. And there was no reason given. He said the suspension follows the authority granted to the state administrator by the president.
So
there was no reason given. Officials are the secretary to the state government suspended, the chief of staff suspended, all honorable commissioners suspended, chairpersons and members of boards, councils of agencies, commissions, institutions, and parastatals, all special advisors, special assistants, senior special assistants, all of them suspended. In fact, the statement instructed the
Hold there, my sister. Democracy, my foot. Democracy, my foot in that shit called Nigeria. What you practice is called government of the few, by the few, and for the few. Until you guys wake up from your slumber and know what is right, you are wasting your time. You must wake up from your slumber. Dead bones shall rise again. Now, I hope you understand why we, the Biafrans, we left that shithole. Because we are not the type to bow down to nobody. We don't bow down to cowards, to criminals, to selfish men, people in their old age, people that should be in their pension home, enjoying the loot they stole all these years. Billionaires who stole the wealth of a nation, but because of the greed, they've seen how much is coming through, the influx of money rolling through the engine of that thing they call Nigeria from Biafra land. Because of that, they want to remain in power and die in power. Because they are so greedy, they've stolen billions and trillions, but they don't want to let go for somebody else to come in with the assumption that the new guy coming in will also steal some money. So because of that, they are saying, no. We shall remain here and die here in this thing called power. They've put all their cronies, all their girlfriends, all their concubines, all their children, their wives, their children, their in-laws in government. Awarding contracts left, right, and center to family members. They've made enough, but they are still greedy. That's how you know when somebody is fantastically corrupt, as said by the then Prime Minister of Britain, Lord David Cameron. I may forget story. You see me, I don't forget this. I know a criminal when I see one. I know Nigeria very well. Those of you who say you believe in Nigeria, God bless Nigeria. That is because you have your selfish interest. You are enjoying in the midst of these things. For example, when two elephants they fight, it is the grass that suffers. But also, if one of the elephants can die, for grand can't die. Now the earthworm, the carcass, the hyenas that will come and enjoy that dead one. So what you are seeing happening now in Nigeria, the media, they are like the earthworm, the hyenas. Those who are coming with their Sharia, who believe in their Afonja culture, all those things, they are the ones like the hyenas coming in to enjoy the spoils. The governors from the southeast who are criminals, who know that the people love Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa, but they are hanging there through the knot. They are the hyenas coming to eat from the dead elephant. So when the media men tell you, say they love Nigeria, they believe in Nigeria, now you understand why. Because for them, every day now breaking news. They sleep and wake up in the morning. Oh, breaking news. Fubara has been removed. Breaking news. Sharia has gotten to the Yoruba land. Breaking news. Nnamdi Kanu went to court. He was not released. Breaking news. Nigeria has bribed Finland against Simon Ekpa. Breaking news. Dokuboy is crying, but he still loves Tinubu. Breaking news. Natasha say, oh, he wants to rape me, sexual assault, but at the same time, Akpabio is still this. Breaking news. Oh, Natasha has been suspended. Breaking news. Oh, the CBN said the Naira is down. Breaking news. They get breaking news without paying for it. But in the Western world, the media houses, they are paying people, begging people to go into the field to do real journalism to get a breaking news. It is hard to get breaking news, but for Nigeria, every day now breaking news. Boko Haram, breaking news. Herdsmen, breaking news. Lakorawa, breaking news. Kidnapping, breaking news. Gold in Zamfara, breaking news. Every day it happen. I'm telling you guys, in the Western world, their media is so boring because they don't have any breaking news. People there, they are civilized. Things like cow coming to chop your farm products, it is not possible. It's not possible. Hence, I'm telling you guys, deviate from that zoo called Nigeria. To the BIAFRANS, we still believe in Nigeria. I beg una, nothing can come out of Nigeria. Nothing good can come out of that shit called Nigeria. It is designed to destroy itself, to self-implode, self-destruct itself. Now beg with the beg una, make una come join us, support us. Support us with the beg una. Leave Nigeria alone. Nigeria is dead. I rest my case. For those that have ears, let them hear. For those that have ears, I beg una, make una hear. Thank you and God bless.
Yeah, check me out. Superstars Media. Lord Logan, Bloomington, Lord Logan, and it's wild Flora show. 1914 amalgamation is what we dying for. 3 nations to 1 nation. Ever since annihilation, nepotism is nonsense. You and you, clap your hands. Biafra gonna come, clap your hands. Biafra, Oduduwa, we're free now. Freedom is gonna come, we're free now. Yeah.